You want me to count? Oh,
Welcome to Riders Live. I'm your host, Riders, and today I have a special guest on Riders Live. Please introduce yourself to the listeners of Riders Live and tell them a little bit about yourself.
what's good, family? My name is Kirk State. For saying been doing this for X amount of years, two digits. You know what I'm saying? A few decades, on and off. But the last few years, I say the last 10 years, I really took beat making and stuff more seriously. Before it was a hobby, or then I had recording studios, and it was that. But now, last 10 years, I took it to another level with technology has really helped me.
Yes. So, how did you get into DJing?
DJing, oh man, the love of it, man. I'm gonna tell you. So I had a neighbor back in the 80s, right? I was in high school in the 80s. So actually before that, like I would say middle school. So my neighbor, he was much older than me, or not much, but back when you were a kid, somebody 4 or 5 years is old to you, right? so
Right, right, right.
so my neighbor, he was in the DJ crew, and these cats had the big Moog or Moog the synthesizer joints where the big whole board looked like the whole wall was just wires and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they had that, they had turntables and all that. So he used to make these mixtapes, and I was like, damn, how you do it? So, people in the hood, they don't want to let you know everything they got in the crib, right? So eventually I went over there and he had he had two records, or he had 1200s and he had two records, and he was spinning back and forth. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is what I've heard on the radio with the Grandmaster Flash joint. I don't know if you remember what was the joint called, on Wheels of Steel or something like that?
Yeah, yeah,
Grandmaster Flash.
yeah.
So I never really, I just heard it, but I didn't know how he did that. But he could do that, you know what I'm saying? So from there, my mom, she bought me one turntable, then it turned to two, and then that's how I started DJing, man.
That's
Yep.
what's
Back.
popping.
I mean, it just grew and grew from there. Yep. And
So,
then, yeah.
go ahead.
No, I'm saying, and then probably 85, 86, I caught the beat making bug.
Okay. So, were you DJing hip hop parties or all genres? Cause house was big when I was growing up. So when
Yes.
I graduated from grammar school in '86, and
Okay.
house
Yep.
music was big, and like the first live hip hop performance I ever seen was Run DMC,
Right.
and they killed it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
so was you DJing hip hop all the time or just all
So,
genres?
okay, so the 80s, when like high school we was DJing, that's all it was house music. That was it. It was, and it
Okay.
really wasn't, they didn't call Baltimore Club because it wasn't a thing yet at that point. It was all
Right.
acid house, the Tartary, all that kind of stuff. The some of the slower disco, and the beat goes on, that kind of stuff. That's what we was playing, and we did all the house parties. We was going to different high schools. Shout out to my man DJ Sean Lee. We was doing all that type stuff. And then I don't know if you heard of the New Marks and stuff. Um, Kevin Lyles from Def Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to my high school, and he was in a group called the New Marks. And DJ
Okay.
Spin, who is right now today, he's a big time house music producer, right? He goes to Europe and all that. So back then, we all knew each other, and that's all it was the house music and some rap. The rap didn't come till like 86, 87, 88, really. That's when
Right.
we started DJing rap stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
man, I got a big respect for DJs. How important is the DJ to the MC?
How important?
Yes.
That's the foundation. The MC was nothing. The house can't stand without the foundation. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that.
Yes.
These days, the poured concrete. Back in the day, they send the block foundation. No, you need the poured concrete. That's what the DJ was back then. Because if you notice, all like you say, Run DMC and all that. When you went to they had the Fresh Festival out your way, Run
Yeah.
DMC.
Yeah.
So when they came, everybody had a DJ. There was no group that get on that stage that didn't have a DJ. E Money Love, Molly Mall. Jam Master Jay, Jazzy Jeff. You've seen all these guys in the back. And then
Mm-hmm.
come to think, they were all producers.
Yeah, they were.
They were all producers.
So who are some of your top 5 producers that
My
are
top five
alive?
of all time or right
Yeah,
now? All
all
time?
all time, then right now.
So, like you said, like you asked me, like, how did I get into DJing? I told you my neighbors, he the one. I heard Grandmaster Flash, but I didn't see Grandmaster Flash, but I seen my neighbor. So, I seen. So when I said, I knew Kevin Lyles and stuff. So we went to high school. He invited some of us to come to the show they was performing in with Mantronic.
Okay.
So we get there early, right? This club called 4604. We get there early, and Mantronic's on stage. I'm standing right there, son. And he's tuning. I didn't know what it was at the time, the TB 303, right? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, what the? Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So number one is Mantronic. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two was Marley Marl. Yeah, Mantronic, Marley Marl. People don't know Jazzy Jeff. He's that I'm talking from all time, right? Then you got the Havocs and the Premier to me. I mean, and honorable mention most definitely of all time to me is Pete Rock.
Hey, that's a good group. That's a
Yeah,
good group right there.
yeah, I'm
And
telling you.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
So
man.
so how did you get into sampling and beat making?
Okay, so yeah, so at the same, so in that mid 80s, 85, 86 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I got a hold of, I had another friend. His brother was in the army in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, somebody 5, 6 years older than you, that seems old to you, right? When you
Yeah.
15, 16, right?
Yeah.
21, wow. But anyway, he comes home from Japan. He got samplers, Techniques 1200s, and all this stuff. I'm like, what is that? But the
Mm-hmm.
sampler wasn't, like a Kai S9. It was the guitar pedal samplers, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So it was another cat. He was in the army. He came back with one, and I bought one. It was I think it was the Boss sampler. It was blue.
Okay.
I got a hold of that. I got it used, and ever since then I was sampling. But back then it was just a loop sample of something, and
Mm-hmm.
then I would lay over. I would have the cassettes, and I would lay over the drums from the Dr. Rhythm, right? The Boss Dr. Rhythm, and I would lay over the drums from that. Or I had also had a Casio sampling keyboard, but that was just a little bit later after I had the guitar pedal. And I was sampling, like I said, in the 80s, man. I still got the tapes and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So, but it wasn't
good.
as complex as it is now, because you heard of a pause tape, right?
Mm-hmm.
So pause tape was actually the real first sampler.
Yeah, it
Because you had the
was.
2 tape decks, and both of them
Mm-hmm.
were double cassette. I still got them right here. And then you just pause the break, and then you
Yeah.
take that, and then you record that, and you rap over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I can honestly say I never made a pause tape, but
Mm-hmm.
I always wrote. I always wrote. I didn't even let nobody know I rap before I even did a rap.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yep.
what was your first beat machine?
The Dr. Rhythm,
Okay.
the silver one.
I had the DR 550 rolling, the little bitty joint
Yeah.
with the Tascam 4 track. I
Yep.
was
I had that.
honing my skills, not letting nobody know.
Yep.
And then like the first time I actually went to the studio, I was blessed because the engineer showed me a lot of stuff.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He
Yep.
wasn't just trying to get my money.
Yeah. I had that. I had like 3 different task games. I had the one with the cassette. What was that, the 264 or something?
Yeah, that's
Something
what
like
I
that.
had.
Right. And then I had this I had the Tascam. Matter of fact, I got a picture of it right here because I was just looking at it. It's funny you asked. I had this, right? And that's the ASR
Okay.
10 right there. That's the
Yeah.
Tascam. And then that's a Boss drum machine. I forgot, I don't know, it was the 5 or whatever it was.
Hey, that
And
boy a
after that,
demon.
yeah. And then I had the Tascam 788. That's the one with the CD in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or the CD-ROM that is. Yeah.
That's what's
Yep.
popping. So when it comes to production, what is your weapon of choice right now?
Yo, all day is the MPCX. All day.
That's what's up.
All day. I get trolls on YouTube. Oh man, you got that old dusty MPC, man. Get it, edit XL, get it this, get it that, man. Get out of here, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Right. How many times you heard that?
A lot. So
You
like
know?
right now I'm working with the Machine MK3.
Mm-hmm.
I got the little complete keyboard, the M32 joint. But you know how it is. I got a lot of keyboards, but like when I be on the road, I take like it's everything a Kai. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Kai Mini, preferably because it got the pads and it got the keys on there, and it's real small. I could
Mm-hmm.
put that in there with some little Sony headphones and my laptop and be chilling. You know?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, my son, he produces now and he songwrites and all of that. And he has everything machine. What you just named, he got the what you call it, the complete keyboard or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
He has that, 61 keys, I think. I think he got two different machines. Yeah, and he uses Logic. Yep.
Logic is good.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your weapon of choice when it comes to DAW?
A DAW,
Yeah,
so Logic Pro.
yeah.
Yep.
Logic
I
is so
started with Ableton,
right.
and then actually, no, actually, let me tell you, it's funny. I had bought damn, what's the Reason,
Okay.
and I never used it. I had never used the joint. I had bought the book and everything, right? I
Mm-hmm.
never used the joint. This was like 2001 or something. I
When it
never
was
used it.
hot.
Right. So, and I had the old Best Buy computer or Circuit City computer back then. Never
Mm-hmm.
used it. So, and then I didn't get into DAWs really until 2012, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had this Ableton, and then when my son got older, right, which was maybe 10 years ago, because he got in his 20s, he was like, he got the Logic Pro, and I was like, you know what, I'm sticking with this because I love the Logic Pro. And then also, I use Serato DJ a lot. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos I made with Serato DJ. I should make one soon, but I made a lot of, a few videos with Serato DJ. I love Serato DJ, man. Actually, I made 2 beats on it this morning.
Man, hey, you a beast, you a demon, and you break everything down so simple. And that's
Right.
what I like. So what made you start a YouTube channel?
So
What was your motivation behind that?
I was one of the first. This was 2006-ish, I think, seven maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I started a YouTube channel because I had a public access channel. You know what I'm saying? In
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, I had a public access channel, and for about 2, 3 years, and I was interviewing acts and all this other stuff, and then I don't know, a bunch of politics. It got shut down, right?
The
So,
bureaucracy is
right,
real when
yo,
you
yeah,
making
because somebody worked
progress.
in the city government, but they was a rapper and they wanted a channel. But anyway, we can get to that story. But so years pass, I see this YouTube, and I'm just on there DJing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing serious, nothing. And I was doing product reviews, right? Of car stereos and if you go, I deleted some of those videos, but if you go way back, they was in there. But
Right.
some of the early now is just I just started DJing. So, but then came along the copyright strike situation, 2010-ish or whatever.
Ooh.
And I was like, I ain't doing this. And then about 2012, maybe, that's when I seen people making beats on there. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was
Mm-hmm.
doing, I did several DJing videos on there. I did, showing how to hook stuff up or whatever with Serato, showing the bugs in it and stuff. But then, it kept, stuff was getting, I wasn't really monetized. It's funny because back in 2007, I was monetized because you didn't need 1,000 subscribers or anything.
Right.
And I had got a check in the mail. Well, first, I didn't know what it was. I got this letter from Google, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like a postcard. I
Right.
open it. and it was like it was a check for $50. I'm like, wow, that you can get paid? Holy shit! So, you know, but that was the only check I got back then. Like I said, it was like 2007 or something.
Right.
And then, like I said, fast forward 2012, I seen that people were making beats. I said, oh, I can do this. But see, I was still using the machine. Then I didn't have the, I wasn't, I had still had the 2000, but I wasn't using that at all.
Right.
And I just used the machine. And that's when my son was getting older. And I gave him the machine. And then I was still DJing a little bit. And then that's when, boom, man, that copyright stuff. If you go back and look at those old videos, they all copyright striked or whatever you want to call it, or claimed or whatever. I just started making beats. When I got the MPCX, which was by mistake, that's when I really went hard with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
What I like is how you try to educate people that make beats and you try to
Mm-hmm.
tell them about the copyright strikes and how to pay for the samples to get the samples clear and
Mm-hmm.
everything with what's the name of that company? I can't think of it right
Track
now.
lib.
Track Live. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just pay and get it out the way. Just pay and get it out the way.
That's right. If you
So
that scared, just go ahead and get track lib, man.
yeah,
And not only that, if your funds is not all you ain't got tens of thousands, track lib but charge you $60 for a 10-second sample. You can start
yeah.
there if that's what if you really about your business and you want to put it out there, do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I like that you bring awareness for the beat makers and
Mm-hmm.
the producers and
Right.
you be given so much game. But what I really like about the show is the authenticity of it
Right.
and when you go digging.
Right. Okay. People love the vlogs, the digging vlogs. Yeah.
Man, I can feel that digging. Like sometimes, like when me and my wife be out, and maybe I love her, but I don't want to go with you. With Saturday,
Right.
I don't want to go. So
Right.
at the
Right.
last minute, I'll be like, hey, I'm going to get some records.
What you don't know is sometimes my wife is there, but she in the car.
See what I'm saying? Hey, but it's all good. Hey,
It's
it's
all
all
good. Yeah.
part of the game. Hey,
Yep.
get what you gonna get and come on, man.
Yep.
Let's go eat. You know?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. People don't know it. Yeah. Yep. Some of the videos you see somebody film me. That's my son filming me most of the time.
That's all
Yep.
good. That's all
Mm-hmm.
good. But you got a great channel. You got
Appreciate you.
great content.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you, do you lease any of your beats? Like for people who want to
No,
buy
not really.
beats?
I'll sell some or whatever, but
Right,
I don't do beat leasing. You
right.
know,
I feel you.
if I give it to you, it's yours, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get my credit or whatever. But yeah, no, I don't do the lease thing. Yep.
Right. I
Because
feel you.
I tried that with what's the joint beat
Airbit Beat Stars.
Beat Stars. Yeah, I tried that, and then they was like, oh, well, if you pay this money, you can get your beats put up here and that. You know what I'm saying? On the first page. I ain't knowing that.
Nah. You could get your own website and they could come directly to your site and mess with you. And the site is kirkstate.com.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why that was one. It wasn't just really sell merch at first. It was to like put my music on it. I've been slacking on that part
Right.
because I got some stuff, my music like on Bandcamp, and
Mm-hmm.
people will go on there and buy it for $5 or whatever it is. That's just as good as them going to the Shopify, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
You
So
know,
I try to encourage people to do that a lot, man. A lot of people be giving me pushback, and I'm like, yo, but I'm not saying you're gonna go in there and make thousands of dollars a week, but I mean, making something that shows you that you have potential. You see what I'm saying?
exactly. And then here's the thing. Why would you send people to Spotify where they don't want to pay you nothing? They the
Right.
biggest haters.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah.
I come from the era hand to hand CDs
Yo,
and
yep,
vinyl. Every time I come out with a project, I press at least 100 vinyl. You know,
exactly.
cause I'm a true indie. You know,
Yep.
them
Fact.
records cost money, but they move. It ain't how you start; it's how you finish
Exactly, brother. Yep.
and maintain. So
Yep.
what I would do is I put the single on Spotify for a minute
Mm-hmm.
just to see where my market is so I could set up shows and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Right.
And then sell it off my site. It will be on all the platforms. Don't get me wrong, but why am I gonna put my whole album on there? And if I get 30,000 streams, that's only $30.
Right. If that. Right. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I got
Uh-huh.
a problem with that. And then another thing about YouTube, and I ain't trying to go on a rant. They they in cahoots with Spotify and them. They was like, oh, somebody said you used this and that. I'm like, hey, I own this. Here go my
Mm-hmm.
paperwork. Blah 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 blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah. I'm sorry, but some people will lose their whole channel without even fighting for their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I've got accused of with my own music. But like with DistroKid, if it's on YouTube, you can take the URL of that link and put
Mm-hmm.
it in DistroKid and they'll clear it for you.
See what I'm
But I've
saying?
got accused on YouTube of playing something that I didn't play at all. It's like, oh, well, you played this so and so beat. I'm like Busta Rhymes. I'm like, I didn't play no damn Busta Rhymes in the video.
But you know what, Kirk
Got to fight
State?
it.
Kirk, it's a lot of haters. It's a
Yep.
lot of haters.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And like the way you come off, it's real. You can't fake being real.
right now you can't. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm from Chicago. Like you could tell when somebody is not being true.
Facts. You sure can.
And
Yep.
and and in my opinion, I feel like you're a master of your craft.
I
You know?
appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm subscribing to this channel. Oh, he got these bags where you just get whatever. Yeah, I'm about that. And
Yep.
I done got some nice stuff up out of there. Like
Appreciate
it's
you.
too much stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I'm building this Ray Connor pack, man. I'm gonna put like 10 joints in there. I maybe need like maybe three more. I'm gonna find three more. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm building that. I don't know if you watched a couple of videos. I mentioned it. Yep. I'm working on this Ray Connor vinyl pack.
Man, hey, I'm gonna support you.
Because I got a lot of doubles, Ray Connor. But yeah, that I didn't even know. I'm like, I've been on board it 2, 3 times, didn't even realize it.
But that's just you saying, hey, I can't let this go. I can't let this
Right.
go by. Like
Yep.
I went to Target and they had the Snoop Dogg and they had the Reasonable Doubt white
Hmm.
vinyl.
Had
I had to get those
to get that joint. Yeah, I feel you. Yep.
just to have
Collector's
them.
items. What?
Yeah, see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people don't know about when Reasonable Doubt came out. They don't
No,
know
you don't.
about that. They
Mm-mm.
they don't know that when nobody really paying attention to Hove until they heard him. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, you remember? You know what? You know what really sold me on Jay-Z was that. What was the video? No, the mini movie on VHS.
Streets is watching.
Reeds is watching. That's when I was like, wait a minute. That's the same kid from the Big Daddy Kane joint or whatever, or the Jay Jazz or whatever. I'm like, oh shit, damn.
You
That's
you
that's what really put me on the Jay
you
Z.
gotta give people a little piece of you, a little
Mm-hmm.
piece, just a little bit, something that they can identify with, and
Exactly. Yep.
and then that's it.
Yep. Because I heard it, but then when I seen Streets is watching VHS, I was all in.
I know that's right.
I was all in. So yep. I was like,
So
oh man.
so let me ask you: do you like analog or digital?
Oh, both, man. Both.
You
Both.
need both of them.
Yep. As
I
you
do.
can't
I
can't have
do.
one without the other these days. You just can't.
You
I don't care who
can't.
you are.
You can't have one. One thing that I do like about technology is that you can send stuff off. Cause people don't know back in the day when you had to go to the studio and pay your money,
Mm-hmm.
you have to go straight through with your verse. Not no
Mm-hmm.
punching in or none
Oh
of
no,
that
no,
shit.
no. Well, none of that. Nah, nah, you gotta go keep it going. I remember, yeah, when I had a studio and like with the Tascam, I was like, yo, we're gonna run this before we hit record. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep running this, and I want you to keep going until we feel comfortable that we can do it in this take right here because ain't
Mm-hmm.
all that punching in and all that, you know.
Yeah.
And
I
I wasn't
still
doing that.
got I still gotta go through, you
Yeah.
know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Practice make perfect, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah.
So so when you started your YouTube channel, how did it evolve?
Well, it's when I started, when I got, like I said, 2014, 15, and I really put my brain to it, and I was like, "Damn, this is all right." So then, I started. I had already had 1,000 subscribers by 2015 and 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, I was just watching, and it was just fun because, like I said, it was naturally from me doing the TV show on public access and stuff like that. So it was just naturally fun, and I
Mm-hmm.
just love, just I don't know, just it's just fun, man. So I got this book called YouTube Secrets. I
Okay.
got it during the pandemic. I think it was during maybe 2020 or whatever when the
Right.
pandemic was on. And man, that book taught me a lot, man. If you want, I guarantee you, man, listen to that book. Right? I got the audio book. I didn't read it, but I got the audio book, and I would listen to it, on the way to work in the mornings and stuff like that. So, and it taught me a lot of things, man. So, and also the YouTuber Cali Muscle, you know what I'm talking about?
Now I'm
Big
gonna check them
black
out.
cat. He do weightlifting and all that stuff.
I think so. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he had a book also about YouTube. I forgot what it's called. I got it. I got the actual book. Whatever. But it's just a small little things that they teach you in the book that you don't realize. So like really small things, and if you stick to some of those things, they actually work. You know. And then
Mm-hmm.
now I also subscribe to a few channels where they show you things, in YouTube and stuff like that with settings now, because it changes so fast, man. You got to keep up, you know.
Yeah, it seems like YouTube, whenever people get comfortable making money, they throw a curveball.
They throw a
Just like
curveball.
you at the roulette table. Hey, fuck
Yep,
this shit. Y'all winning too much money.
yep,
You
yeah.
know?
Slow it down. Yep, yeah. Because YouTube is crazy, man. You'll be doing 2, 3, 4,000 views for about a month, and then next day 300, 600. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And you didn't change anything.
Right. You
So
like, man, what's going on? But
I would just say consistency and fine tuning little small things with the settings. Pay attention to the analytics. You got to study them analytics, man. You know what I'm saying?
say it again for the people in the back.
Study the analytics is I can't express that more, man. Like usually, like lately, I've been going to the analytics, and it's a category in there that says what your viewers been watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell either if something is off by that, or if I need to pay attention to this certain topic or whatever. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I just had to make a video the other day about a Kai NPC. It really wasn't about the new ones, right? It really wasn't my thing. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna please the algorithm this week and make this video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people was asking me, "What's your 2 cents? What's your 2 cents, bro?" I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna make a video." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's
And people actually
good.
want to hear what you have to say because number one, it's all about your personality. Like they say, like in one of them books, they was like, "Look, 10 people can make the same video about the same topic, right?
It's how you
You're gonna,
deliver it.
right, but you have 10. You're gonna have 10 different personalities delivering
Yeah.
that message,
Yeah.
and 10 different people can view that message and take it differently, and you
Yeah.
attract that niche or that group that's close to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's how you gotta look at it. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what's popping. And you know, that is something that you gotta pay attention to. You know, you gotta look at the analytics, but you gotta look with your eyes.
That's right.
It's
Yep.
just like with a relationship. I don't care how many people talking on these platforms about a marriage. If you don't know how I like my damn eggs, it ain't gonna work.
You're right. You know what I'm
that's,
saying?
that's why you gotta pay attention to what's in front of you.
Exactly. Yep.
You
Facts. You
know?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
I'm gonna ask you this: who your top 5 MCs, and what's your favorite hip hop album of all time?
Okay, my favorite hip hop album of all time has to be Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted of all time because it takes you on a journey. If
Yes,
you listen to that album from beginning to finish, he takes you on a journey, right?
yes, yeah.
From the birth to the end of death. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was it America's Most Wanted, was it Death Certificate?
No, it's America's Most
America's Most
Wanted.
Wanted. Okay, yeah, America's Most Wanted. I'm telling you, man, that album I would say is so well put together, and the production from the Bomb Squad and all of that, nothing can touch it to this day. Nothing can
No,
touch it.
no, nobody saw that coming.
Nope.
Nobody saw that coming.
Because it was a whole different style for him. Number one,
Yeah.
right? Because he was
Mm-hmm.
all about the West Coast stuff,
Yeah.
the style of it. But then he just touched everybody because
Yeah, he did.
everybody could relate to something in those all of those songs.
Right.
Yep.
So look here, Kurt. I think that Biggie is a great MC. But I think that Ready to Die is a knockoff version of America's Most Wanted. And I
Right.
think that Life After Death is a knockoff version of Death Certificate.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you got to be a student of the game, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
So, like, when people be like, oh, Biggie or Nas, I'm like, yo, Nas ain't never did nothing that somebody else already did.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I gotta give it to him, and then like his features.
Mm-hmm.
When he be on tracks with other people, he be bodying them.
Who, Biggie?
Nas,
Oh,
Biggie
Nas.
too,
Okay,
of
yeah.
course. Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
of course, too. But I'm like, yo, he bit Ice Cube. He bit America's Most Wanted and Death
Right.
Certificate. In my opinion, that's just my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Yep.
R.I.P. Biggie. Salute
Yeah,
to
but yeah,
you.
Biggie is not in my top five MCs of all time, though.
Oh no.
Yeah.
See,
Mm-mm.
it's a lot of people
It's
that get
only, and
let.
that's because he just doesn't have the catalog.
That's it.
If he had
That's
lived
it.
and stuff and had the catalog, oh, he'd probably be up there.
Yeah, cause
He'd probably be up there.
you could get lucky dubbing somebody first 2 albums. You could get lucky.
Right. Yep.
Like a lot of people that get left out of the top 5, top 10 is the G raps.
Right.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
LL. DMX. I like DMX.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
DMX. Yeah, he's up there.
it's,
Oh, and
it's
that I don't know if you seen that like back when they was in the restaurant freestyling with DMX, they was at
yeah,
a
yeah,
table.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was the shit, boy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah.
see,
And then that what's the other classic joint where that Freeway and Cassidy battle.
oh yeah,
I
man,
got that on VHS. To this day, I bought that joint.
man,
Man,
hey,
watch. Man, I had the studio back in the day. We must have watched that 3 o'clock in the morning about 40 times.
man, because you want to see it, you want to
Yep.
see it,
Yeah.
and like I hate that a lot of my favorite MCs they don't rap no more.
Yeah.
They
Like Nas
don't
was
rap
saying,
no
man, just
more.
put it out. That's why I respect Nas now, because he's trying to lead the path of like, yo, don't stop. Let's just keep going.
Keep going.
Because you have fans that are still here.
Yeah, and then Kurt, I don't know if you know this, but the projects that you do, like when I put out a podcast episode and I don't think that it's gonna hit, it be a
Mhm.
banger.
Right. I feel you.
It
Yep.
be a banger. But
Hmm.
I had the link with, so I'm like, man, I got a link with him. I got a
It's all good.
link with him
Yep.
because I got good listenership,
Hmm.
all over.
Facts. Okay. Yep.
And my
Hmm.
show is about hip hop. You are hip
Right.
hop. Urban
Yep.
culture. You're about
Right.
urban
Hmm.
culture. And entrepreneurship.
Right.
That's what
And
my
that's what I
show
try to
about.
preach is that entrepreneurship, man. Because
Yeah,
it,
man.
it was a dream of mine, way back in the day of, tying in selling your music and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was just a dream, man. And now it's so much easier. I don't have to leave this room at most of the time. You
You
know?
don't. You
I
don't.
came out. So let me tell you a story, right? I
Mm-hmm.
so like I said, I had the studio and I had a few guys that rap.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, these guys were good, man, but it was never good enough to them for some reason. I'm like, yo, we got the money. Let's just put this out and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta wait. And you know what I'm saying? So what I did was I came up. It's not. I should have put it up here somewhere. I came out with a CD with some dance music, right?
Right.
I I I, I took it. I took it to these guys. They pressed. I got it mastered and pressed it. All this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
500 copies, right?
Yeah.
I'm at Penn State. I'm at this place. I'm at Hampton. All these places that's close by. Some, selling the CDs.
Sold out.
But nobody that was coming to the studio that we had this so-called group,
They didn't believe. They didn't want to
they
put
didn't
up
want, they
no
didn't believe in
bread.
themselves, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Like, and no matter what I said or pushed, I'm like, yo, because I had younger dudes that would come by and they ask these questions. Yo, how can I get a CD? And I'd be like, well, look, man, if you don't got this kind of money, I tell you what, you got $300, go buy your own CD copier.
Yeah.
Take this joint that I gave you, copy it, and go down to Baltimore Harbor, go to Washington, D.C., go to Philadelphia, go to New York, Times Square. And, if you sold 20 in Times Square, that's more than enough money to get back home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But your joint is out there. I have something, man. I never forget. We was in New York and they was having something at Def Jam. So I took some beat CDs, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was a long time ago. Man, it was like 5 years later. Some dude calls me out of nowhere from the number I was on that joint. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, man, I got your beat CD at the Def Jam thing, man, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a minute, man, that was like 2005. It's 2010. You
Hey,
know,
you put it out in the world, you never know what it'll do.
thank you. Thank you. Yep. That's what I say. Always, your music will take on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people don't understand that, man. But some people, I don't know what it is, man. They just be scared, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
You are good enough. If you got to that point, you doing this, you are good enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Even okay, well, sometimes, it might not be all that. And if it's trash, they'll let you know. That way you'll turn that L into a lesson. And the next project you do, you will make sure you got it mastered, everything's great, and you put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know,
And,
man.
and the biggest confirmation for me is when you on that stage and you can see the people's faces.
What? That's another part of the story. That's another who you telling about?
And, and you gotta set your setup where you can have the people, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I always kick that joint off with a freestyle so they know I got the skills first.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then I hit them with an anthem. Then I do something else and something else, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Facts.
And
Yep.
then, while I'm on the stage, I'm seeing people buy my shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Getting the
whatever
merch.
type whatever
Getting,
type of music you make, that's the type of energy you're gonna attract. But you gotta
yep.
be able to talk to the people and touch the people.
Facts. Yeah, that's something I told my son when he was little, and I seen because started playing piano when he was like 8 or 9, and then we started making beats and stuff. And of course, he with me 24/7, so I'm always listening to music in the car. And that's one thing I put in his mind was never rap or sing about something that you don't know about.
No.
Don't do that tough guy stuff. Because he
Yeah.
would ask questions. He was little, and I'd be like, "Look, some of this is an act. It's just a story. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
all it is." And
Yeah.
then, and if you was to listen to his music today, you would see he's only talking about his personal experiences with girlfriends or whatever, or being black or something, stuff like that.
And people could relate to that.
You can relate. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but I always tell him, don't, especially when the tough guy stuff really got going crazy in 2015 or whatever. I said,
Yeah.
look, you get on that stage talking that crap, they're gonna be waiting for you when you get off the stage out
That's
back.
what. Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. If you ain't about that and you want a
Yeah.
short-lived career, yeah, go ahead, okay. But if you're
Yeah.
not, don't do it, man.
Exactly.
I'm actually
So
gonna be less than a short-lived career, gonna be a short life.
yeah. So where can people find you?
Oh man, so Hey, especially right on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Kirk State or DJ Kirk State on YouTube. And
Yeah.
then I got a Facebook page. I got DJ Kirk State on Facebook page. Also I had a DJ Facebook page called Supreme Council DJs.
Okay.
But I haven't used it in a while, but I was putting a lot of stuff, DJ stuff on there. And
Mm-hmm.
I got and Facebook had asked me to turn my personal Facebook page into a business page. So I recently did that in the last 8 months, maybe since the beginning of the year or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I got that. So you can check me out on Facebook at Kirk State or DJ Kirk State. And then, of course, you can go to kirkstate.com and, got merch and drum kits and stuff. Also on Twitter every now and then. Instagram is a big one. Yep. And Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Yep.
That's how I got up with you.
Yep. Yeah. Instagram. I remember, I had my page taken down on Instagram out of nowhere for no reason. And then I had to,
Haters.
but this was terrible, man. I was coming home every day and I made sure I posted. I made at least 2 to 3 beats and I would take one and post it. Man, I had like 2,400, which was a lot to me,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. Next thing I know, I never forget my aunt was in the hospital. I went to see her. I'm on Instagram. I look at my page. They just started literally disappearing in front of my eyes. I'm like, what's going on? Damn, something wrong with my phone? Something wrong with the app? Page don't exist. I was hot. Sorry. I was hot. Had to build it all over, but that's why, and that's where the consistency come in. So number one, man, if you people listening, whoever, consistency actually works. You gotta stay consistent on all these platforms, YouTube, IG, Facebook, whatever it is. Or if you got a Bandcamp page, keep posting every once a month or every quarter, every 3 months. Put your little 5-song EP on there, monetize it, whatever. Every now and then I get a hit on PayPal, 5, 10, 15. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
people are listening.
they
And
are.
then you put those links in your bios on your Facebook, link everything together because you got a lot of people that's on Facebook that's not on YouTube, that's
Yeah.
on YouTube, not on Facebook or IG, and you know what I'm saying, and vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, TikTok, etc. So you got to link all these things together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, man. You got to stay consistent with the work. That's it. If you want to be out there and have fun with it, or you're just doing it for fun. But if you want to build something, you want to teach or get your music out there, I would definitely stay on that. And number one, also, I've been like you was talking about Spotify. If you go look at you got a DSP, right, that you work with, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you go look at the
Distro
stat,
kid.
right? So go on your DistroKid and look at the payouts, right? It's 4 or 5 ways that YouTube pays you for your music on there. And I
Mm-hmm.
looked at those, man. All those numbers was 10 times higher than what I got from Spotify.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got
look at that. And I tell people, I'm
yeah.
like, look, man, share those your song playlists and all of that on the other apps, and that way they'll go to YouTube. You will make more or get more spins off of it than on Spotify, than
Yeah,
getting three
Spotify some
point
haters.
zero zero three
They
cents.
they feel like they feel like if you're an independent artist, your max streams is 3,000. No, no, they not.
No.
You
Yep.
know, I, I don't have to beg to go on the radio. I'm a podcaster. I know podcasters everywhere. Hey,
Right.
could I come on your show to promote my album?
Facts.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yep.
I'm going to DC. I'm going to Cali without having to pay.
Yep.
Jersey, New York, Boston. Like when
hmm
they tried to take my page down, I said, man, look here, go to my website. I did a digital tour. This is where I went. They played
hmm
my music.
hmm
Give me my money.
Yeah. Right.
And
Right.
see,
Yep.
the streaming services, they don't know nothing about a hustler.
No.
They don't.
And that's why I tell people treat Spotify like a billboard. If you treat your Spotify like an advertising billboard, in your mind, that's what it is. It's not a money train, but it's a billboard to help you get more income on on your website,
Yeah.
on your merch, all this other things. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
Yep.
when they see your hyperlink, they like, I'm going right to title. I'm
Yep.
going straight to Amazon. I'm going to
Yep.
Pandora, you know?
Yep. Yeah, it's another one. Amazon, like, and they can buy your stuff off of Amazon. You know, if you got
Mm.
DistroKid and all that, they'll
Yeah.
buy it straight off Amazon.
Yeah, I rock with this stroke head. I do.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you could leave anything with the listeners of Riders Live, Kurt, what would it be?
Consistency, brother. Consistency. You know,
Consistency is the key. If you
and
don't
never
work,
ever ever stop learning. Keep learning, learn the game, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Learn all
mhm,
that stuff, the game, consistency. Like I said, get books. Like what you want to grow your YouTube, get you a YouTube book. It's called YouTube Secrets. They probably have a new volume out now or whatever. Find one of those books. It might be a newer one out. Definitely get into that. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to learn something, it's in there. Those cats break it down to a science, you know, a
yeah,
certified science. That, like I always say, there's a science to everything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it is.
There's
Like
a
it's even a science to marriage. Waiting
That's
to
right,
call,
man.
babe, while I go get my records.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So yeah, I gotta find a place for all these records.
That's what's popping. Hey, make sure y'all check out kirkstate.com.
Thank you, brother. Yes,
We
sir.
got the link to his YouTube channel, Instagram, everything that he got going on. And if you into music production and rapping and need to know any type of game about the intricacies of this music business, he got it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah, this has been another episode of Riders Live. Peace.